Hello, it's Giles here from 101 Part-Time Jobs. If you like what we're doing and you'd like to support us, you can. For £1, £4 or £10 a month at our Patreon, patreon.com/101 Part-Time Jobs. You can help support our independent production. We are so happy with the way this is going. We appreciate all of you listening and watching our episodes. So thank you for being here. If you'd like to take it that one step further, you can. That's at patreon.com/101 Part-Time Jobs. Cheers.
This episode is brought to you by Google Chrome. You think you know a browser, but Gemini and Chrome? That's new. It can help you with practically anything on the web, like restoring a vintage motorcycle from a 50-page restoration blog, or finally break down that long article you've had open for weeks. Gemini and Chrome is here for it. Ready to make anything online make sense? There's no place like Chrome. Check responses, setup required, compatibility and availability varies, 18+.
This episode is brought to you by Prime. What if you had one more chance with the one that got away?
Sam,
you came home.
Based on the best-selling novel from Carly Fortune. Every Year After follows childhood friends Sam and Percy as they reunite in the dreamy, nostalgic lakeside town of Barry's Bay.
love can be hard to find. So if you're lucky enough to find that person, never let go.
A second chance at first love. Every Year After, now streaming only on Prime.
101. Who's ready to get Q&A'd up to fuck with Sublime? Are you really ready? This is the first time the band Sublime has ever been to the UK. When I think of going into a record store, like aged 8 with my older brother, like I think of that record cover. Do you know what I mean? It's like that band has been such a big part of our lives. They've inspired all our other favorite bands. It is totally fucking insane that Sublime are here in the UK, but here right now at Signature Brew. Big shout out to Signature Brew, Black Horse Road, for putting this on. Because it's fucking ace they've been able to do this. Sublime came over for Slam Dunk. Did anyone see him at Slam Dunk? That was fucking good, isn't it? That bass is a bit loud. You know what I'm saying? But look, you know what it's like. We don't want to hang around too long. It's a fucking Q&A. We're going to hear some stories. We're going to hear some chit-chat. And then there's going to be the music. That's what we're here for. And the beers. Can we give a warm welcome this time to the members of Sublime that are with us today, which is Jakob, Freshy, and Zane. Give them a warm wow. Come on. Let's fucking go. Woo! Ow! Yeah! Sure. How's it going? We haven't met yet. I'm Giles. Zane, we met upstairs.
Hey, what up?
You guys cool?
What up, buddy?
You were pouring some good beers back there.
Oh, yeah, that was fun. Thanks for everybody who came out and drank some of the fucking beers, dude. That was awesome. Yeah, my uncles had to fly home. They're kind of getting old, but you got the B team today. Hey, I'm the fill-in singer. My name's Jakob Nowell, and I roped Zane into this. He plays guitar with us. And Freshy over here is personally instructed and taught by Mr. Eric Wilson himself. He's our bass tech, and so thank you. Yeah. He's also my bass player for all of my projects, like Jacob's Castle and Sunburnt Records and all of that. So we're gonna play you guys some classic Sublime stuff. I guess we're gonna be doing some Q&A as well before we get to that.
The way it's gonna roll is we're gonna do some chit chat, and then like there's gonna be no divide. You're gonna get straight into some songs. So does that sound good to everybody?
Yeah!
Just to start with, I was texting some friends today, being like, "Do you want to come hang out with me? I'm doing this thing with Sublime," and I had to keep on re-looking at this message that I'm sending to pals, being like, "Sublime are in London."
Oh man,
it's a trip.
You. It's fun, man. We're so happy to be out here. You know, my father passed away 30 years ago, almost to the day, and the last show he played was in San Francisco, and they were about to hop on a plane and play their first tour in the UK and in the rest of Europe as well. And you know, who knows what could have happened for the band had they done that, right? They could have been bigger than Nirvana, is what I always believed. So for us, it's really spiritually special for 30 years to come back later with all the original members and with my best fucking friends. It's a big family thing, man, and I just hope my dad's smiling down and seeing all of you faces, man. Thank you. His music really reached a lot of good people, so thank you for being out here today.
You know, we know that feeling in the UK and like across Europe of going to a record store and seeing that iconic self-titled record cover. You know, for so many people, that was like in our top first few albums that we ever heard front to back, right? And the thing about that record for people living in Europe, it's like, this music sounds like it's from the other side of the world because it fucking is.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So when you played in the last couple of days, I mean, seeing you play at Slam Dunk, I'm like, this translates so well.
Oh,
like, did you think about how it would feel to play the other side of the world? Because this isn't fucking California. Might feel like it, but this is East London.
We brought the heat.
This is East London, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you always hear about how London's so tropical, you know, so it really lives up to the... No, but I mean, I love when the sun's shining, man. It's just beautiful. It feels like Pops is here with us. And, you know, as a little kid, it was always one of these dreams of mine to get to go play in Europe, you know. It was like this special thing. You hear about all your older friends and their bands, and like, we just got back off a tour. It was so crazy. You're never going to believe what it was like. And this whole trip has just been beyond my wildest expectations, man. Some of the best fans in the fucking planet, man. People are really appreciative of it out here.
But even like the songs you're writing about and the world it comes from, do you know what I mean? It's such like it's a universe in a record. It's a universe in the music.
That's our real lives out there, man. In Long Beach, California, Los Angeles, San Diego, parts of Orange County, up to Ventura. That's Southern California. It's West Coast alternative music, man. Everything Sublime talked about was real and true, and we tried to bring that same spirit and that same realness to the new record, which me and Zane wrote with my uncles, man, and our producer John Joseph. So everything you're hearing in there, I just can't believe there's people all around the world that identify with that stuff. To us, it was just funny and a little bit of therapy and just making ourselves laugh and making ourselves cry. So the fact that so many of you out there have identified with that, it just means the fucking world. And thank you for standing here in this hot room with us today, dude. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. Truly, truly.
And we meet you there. We take a step into your world. Until the Sun Explodes, the record that's about to come out pretty fucking soon now. Zane, you're a big part of it. Tell us like how you like start about, like what was that first conversation like of like, okay, we're going to do this record. Like for real, we're going to do this record.
That was pretty crazy because what's nice is that you throw a couple of musicians in a room, old and young, you know, our uncles and us, and naturally you just start writing songs. And it's not like anyone ever wanted to do another Sublime record. Everyone's so happy with the self-titled and 40 Ounce and Beyond. And, you know, it needs no changing or adding to. But, you know, of course, naturally as a couple of musicians playing together, you know, after a few months, all these songs started coming out, and we're like, well, shit, what do we do with all these? And, you know, Bud and Eric were stoked, and it all just felt really natural and organic. And next thing you know, we released Ensenada not knowing what's going to happen. And then it went #1 on the U.S. charts. We were like, what? Yeah. Like, are you kidding me? We had no idea, you know, and then we had, you know, 21 other songs we're sitting on, so we go and record them, and, you know, that's that. It was all very organic.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize, I think, that, you know, of course, my dad was like the heart and center and soul of the band, but he couldn't have made that music. That sound you hear is just friends who become family, and the sound that happens after all of them hanging out together, man. It was very collaborative, is my point. You know, it's Bud and Eric and all their friends in the room. When we're hanging out, coming up with ideas, Freshy's there. Like we were in Costa Rica, and we were just walking down, we were going on the airplane, and you started saying, Costa Rican lady, oh, you drive me crazy, come on. You guys will hear that one on June 12th.
The lyrics were a little different.
They were a little bit different, but
I think they were...
But that's, you know, and then like, you know, Bud and Eric are there. It's pretty much, yeah, what else could it be?
I don't know.
But a little inside joke there. That's the whole thing, man, is that's just us with our friends, our family, we're making each other laugh. Like, that's how it always was since the beginning. So Zane's right, man. It just happened. We never even thought we wanted to do this. We were almost like, oh, we shouldn't. But we just had so much fun making the songs. And we fuck, I want you guys to hear them so bad. June 12th, man.
And you got some friends on it. Fiddler.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Skeggs.
Skeggs, shout out to our Aussie boys.
Hell yeah. I saw a Skeggs poster up there in the green room, and I texted to those dudes. I'm like, oh, I found an ancient relic, dude. When were you guys here?
They're around.
Yeah, man.
Awesome. How does that work? Like, do you figure out the tracks they're going to come in on and like give them a shout? How does that like? They come and just hang out and see what happens.
A little bit of both
in the room.
Yeah, we'll send them some stuff, see what they're feeling. And every time you work with your friends and you just put them up to it, you usually just get the best shit ever, man. I want you guys to hear Benny's verse so bad from Skeggs. It's so awesome.
What will be like the outlasting memories? I mean, it's a fresh memory at the moment, but like out of the couple of memories that will stay with you from making this record, are there a few that stand out? Any few like particular moments, days?
Yeah. You know, I don't like to, what do you call it? I don't know, fantasize too much, but there was a cool fantasy moment, I think, where, you know, I had stayed up for like 48 hours in like this altered trance state, like trying to come up with material and going in there. And I was sitting there with Zano and John. It was just the three of us, and like in our studio in San Pedro, California, right by this big harbor, and he's got this skylight coming through, all this natural light is filtering down, and I'm just in this weird state, and we just start jamming naturally, and these songs just started coming out completely freestyle, all the chord progressions and the lyrics. And as we were jamming them together, it was just this weird moment, and there was like a presence kind of feeling, you know, like I don't mean to get too spooky with that, but it just made me feel like everything we were doing was appropriate and sacred to our world and to our people and our family. And then the song that came out of that is one called Evil Men. It's on this upcoming record. All the lyrics you hear on there, it was a completely freestyled session that we went back and touched up a little bit, but that progression and all the lyrics came out 100%. And then that was the same day we did Can't Miss You, which is a song that's out now, so it's one of the ones that I'm most proud of.
That was pretty incredible. Yeah, we had the track, right? And the kind of chords for Evil Men, and Jake goes, okay, give me the vocal mic and let me start figuring out some melodies. And within 5 minutes, we pressed record and went through the whole track, and he just freestyled the whole thing. Just all those lyrics are off the top of the head and all the melodies, and we're like, I guess we don't have to change it. Yeah, we just did another take of that same verse, and he wrote down what came off the head. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you one more question.
We'll play you some classics and some new ones. We'll do a bunch. Yeah.
I'm going to ask you one more question, and then I'm going to put it out to the crowd. So I'm going to pick maybe 2 or 3 people. I think that's all we've got time for. But I'm going to ask one question, and then we'll hand it over to a couple of hands that you've got to put your hands up for. But just want to ask you, like, the first thing that you saw as an audience member going to the show over Slam Dunk was, like, the giant fucking inflatable Lou Dogs. I'm like, yes, this is such a vibe, and it makes sense because you're doing those festivals out in the States. Like when you were really thinking about, that moment, we like, okay, we're gonna tour, we're gonna do this. Was that one of the things you're like, okay, we have to make it's production, right? We have to make this feel like a fucking party. The bass has to be so loud.
Backyard party, man. That's a good question. I always viewed that Sublime is just this little, local band that got bigger than we ever thought it could. So we, having that like backyard party feel where things are loose and fun and we're figuring out as we do it, every set's different. And we wanted the stage design to match that. I know there's not a lot of backyard parties with giant inflatables and shit like that and the gear that we use, but it's to emulate that vibe, just that fun kind of summer vibe. Sometimes we have this big inflatable chair that the fucking the clown sits on it and stuff from the fucking Wrong Way artwork.
Bunch of Modelos
and just the chain link fence on Bud's riser, and we sometimes we have like these grass mats to make it feel like we're just playing back there for you. So just giving you guys a little peek into our world every time we perform. We really like having that element.
Hell yeah, love that. We're stepping into your world. That's what it's about.
Yes, sir.
Can I get one question from the audience? Here, this guy. Ooh. What does the 89 vision mean to you?
Well, my mother is actually here in the room with us, and she would play a lot of my father's music for me when I was little. So I had a lot of time to kind of ponder over some of those lyrics and stuff like that. So shout out to Mama Troy. And yeah. She's probably in the bathroom, but love you, Mom. And man, I think that having those moments, right, that we look back and we have so much nostalgia for, maybe where times are easier, where we were connected with all of our friends and the people we cared about were alive and with us and smiling. Maybe it was a vision for the future where we saw that happening, when things would be okay and our struggles were lessened. Whatever it means to us personally is what it is most important in the moment. So I've always identified with that as when my vision comes to fruition. If that makes any sense. Hope that answers your question.
And sometimes it can be like intangible, right?
Yeah,
it's like you
I
paint
agree.
that picture and you don't know what it is until you try and get there or something.
Yeah, man. Or maybe you just wanted to fucking get drunk and party, Nothing wrong with that.
Not the only one.
Hello.
Yeah, in the White Cat. What's the proudest moment you've had with this resurgence?
It might be recency bias, but playing Europe, man. Just seeing the fans, man. When you write your own material, you just desperately, it feels like you're shouting in the void forever, and you just desperately want someone to connect with it. And my father's no longer alive to get to see how many people have truly connected with his material that he poured so much of himself into. So a lot of these shows, it was really hard not to fucking cry during certain songs, and that's what Until the Sun Explodes, the single, and the entire album is truly about. So I do feel swelling with pride from that.
Can I ask a bumper question, which is when you're writing lyrics, do you think you're channeling something there?
Well, we did our homework and we studied everything that he wrote and that his contemporaries and his influences wrote. We try to do the work to the best of our abilities diligently. And at some level, though, because of the nature of the task at hand, we have to learn the book and then burn the book. You got to learn, your material and take it seriously, but you also got to just fucking have fun with your friends. So there were times when, we tried to give no shits at all and just write fucking stuff that would make us laugh that maybe had a tinge of sincerity to it, like I want to make love to a whore or whatever. So we're like, what the fuck is this? But there's other songs.
2026 now.
There's other songs like Until the Sun Explodes, where it is, like a sincere, like journal entry or something like that. So it definitely is a lot of pressure and it's challenging, but I have to remember at the end of the day, we're not fucking curing cancer. We're just having fun, making music with our friends, and as long as people keep enjoying it, we'll keep doing it. So thank you all of you out there for enjoying it, for real.
We got one question. I made eye contact with this woman in the lovely sun hat over here. When you do the older songs,
yeah.
Your favorite to perform.
Oh yeah,
favorite to listen
she asked my favorite of classic Sublime material. My favorite ones to perform, one, and the other one to listen to. It changes because sometimes we'll go back to the catalog and add in songs that are new and unfamiliar to me. Right now, my favorite one to perform is Under My Voodoo, and that's just such a banger. It's just vocally very satisfying one to perform, and I just think it's awesome. One of my favorite ones to listen to is probably All You Need, or like STP, or Greatest Hits. Like, I think they're just, you can really judge a band by its B-sides and its rarities, you know what I mean? Like, and Sublime has so many songs. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, see, I love all the acoustic material. That's really where I feel like I shine, so... Yeah, man, Sublime has so many memorable songs that are just, even better than the big hits, I think.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Look, thank you so much for your time. Like, this is really special. Like, we appreciate this. Don't we?
Yeah! Come on, let's go!
You're going to play a couple of tunes now. Thank you so much.
We would love to. Let's do it.
Thank you for being here. Thank you, Signature Brew. We're going to get you guys ready.
Let's do it.
So that was Sublime as we know him and love him today. 30 years to the day that Bradley Nowell died. So what an occasion, what a chat. I was really happy to be there. Thank you so much for listening. Sublime's new record, which Jakob's described as their final epilogue, Until the Sun Explodes, is out now. I just went to bang it on and it's such a great record. It sounds like it was released. It sounds like it's from the 90s. Fucking great record. If you're new to 101, then we've done so many episodes, over 500 episodes. Scroll through the feeds, find someone you like, press play. Our recent episodes have included Stuart Lee, Nothing, and upcoming ones include Piss, who are an amazing hardcore band from Vancouver, and Show Me the Body. So if you want to get them, you know how. Click subscribe. Hello, it's Giles here from 101 Part-Time Jobs. If you like what we're doing and you'd like to support us, you can. For £1, £4 or £10 a month at our Patreon, patreon.com/101 Part-Time Jobs. You can help support our independent production. We are so happy with the way this is going. We appreciate all of you listening and watching our episodes. So thank you for being here. If you'd like to take it that one step further, you can. That's at patreon.com/101 Part-Time Jobs. Cheers.